I thought Carson Atwood did a great job of settling us in, and we had some really quality at-bats in the first and the second and kind of separated the game, which is really good, and continue to do that as we went through it and got some quality pitching out of the bullpen, which is really good, and made some key plays on defense, and wish we could have switched situational hit a little bit better late in the game to separate a little bit more, but credit West Virginia for what they did to push the envelope a little bit.
Okay, questions?
Josh Calloway, all Sooners. Skip, I just want to ask you about Carson a little more. Obviously not a role he's used to being in starting games. He gave you 3 really good innings. Just how important was his start tonight to settle you guys into the game pitching wise?
Yeah, I mean he's thrown out of the pen most of the time. All summer long he started last year, so we wouldn't really question if he could do it or not. We knew he was going to throw strikes and be really competitive, but we needed to give the starting rotation a week's rest, and that was huge for us to do that, not to bounce those guys back early again like we have the last couple weeks.
Jacob Under from Oklahoma. Peyton, kind of walk us through the grand slam. You hit the deepest part of the ballpark, too.
First at bat was a strikeout, and I was chasing something, so I was just trying to see something up in the zone, see it deep, and it paid off pretty well, so I'll take it.
Yeah, Tanner, I'll go ahead and ask you. Obviously, you had 4 hits tonight. Lots of barreled up balls. The last month or so seems like you've been hitting as good as you've been your whole career. Would you agree with that? Do you feel like your approach to the plate is as solid as it's been in your entire time here?
Yeah, for sure. Just biggest thing for me is hitting good pitches. So I think this last month I've really zoned in and been able to really do a good job at the plate. So I'm just thankful.
Yeah, Peyton, you've had, I think, 4 home runs in this stadium so far this year. How much do you like hitting here, and how do you feel about that?
The ball's pretty easy to see here. The lights are great, so you get to see a ball a long time, especially with that big drop back in the background. So it's pretty nice here.
Peyton, Tanner, both of you guys, just what has it been about this offense lately that's clicked?
I think it's just our aggression. These guys, Skip, this whole coaching staff teaches us aggression. If we're going to fail, we're going to do it being aggressive. So I think that's been the biggest change, and it's just been motivating to us because we've seen what it can do for us. So I think that's been the biggest thing.
And I think every part of the offense is starting to hit on all cylinders now, so it's opening up a lot of options for us at the plate.
Was there a moment that kind of switched and changed for you guys?
I mean, at the beginning of the year we struggled a little bit, but we slowly started to figure it out.
The beginning is more like trying to trust that, right, and trying to get through that. And I think once we believed in it and everybody bought in, that that's whenever it all changed.
One last one for me, Skip. I just want to ask you. Obviously, you guys played here a lot. You 9 games here, and you had the series in Minute Maid. Do you think that those helped you now? Like you're used to these big MLB parks. Do you think that helped at all? You guys settle in a little quicker than maybe teams who aren't as used to it?
I think every kid grows up wanting to play in a major league ballpark for sure, and the environment is really big for us, and watching those guys perform in environment, because I learned that from Coach Garrido. I don't think there was a better coach alive when he was going to teach them about environment, and I kind of learned that from him, is to try to get those guys in that environment where they can understand who they are, in control of themselves, taking it one pitch at a time. And I think that's what we understand the environment. We got to play here. We understand the field a little bit. It's still different. I mean, you get in a Big 12 tournament. I mean, every pitch matters, every out matters, every detail that you can imagine matters in a game.
For more information, you can visit TulsaWorld.com.